Deep in the forest one night, the cicadas hummed like a gentle melody. The sky was so clear that the little stream beneath the great banyan tree shimmered faintly. A parrot named K.O. Greenwing, with emerald feathers and a golden streak around the neck, was known for being energetic, mischievous, and especially good at mimicking others' voices. That night, all his friends gathered under the banyan tree. Jib, the bright-eyed red squirrel, the fastest nut collector around. Spiky Puff, a stout and brave porcupine. Siloam, the gibbon with the sweetest voice and the fastest swing in the eastern forest. Chimook, the civet with an unmatched nose for tracking scents. Brother Chatra, the kind young elephant who could carry almost anything for anyone. In the middle of the grassy clearing, under a sky filled with starlight, the old hornbill elder, Tenode, began to speak slowly. "Listen closely, young ones. On this night of 1,000 stars, a rare fruit called the starfruit of the peaks will ripen at the silver cliff. It appears only once in 100 moons. Whoever eats it will gain great strength, a clear mind, and a memory as sharp as the hawk's for the whole season." Jib's eyes sparkled. "Then let's go find it together. We can share it evenly." Spiky Puff puffed up. "If there are thorns or brambles, I'll handle them." Siloam swung down from a vine. "I can scout the cliffside for a safe path." K.O. laughed and mimicked Tenode's deep voice perfectly. "Once in 100 moons, once in 100 moons." Then in his own voice he added, "All right, let's make a pact. Whoever finds it first doesn't matter. It belongs to all of us, shared equally." Everyone placed paw, foot, trunk, and wing together in the middle. "Promise!" they all shouted in unison. Above them, the stars twinkled as if they too were witnesses. At dawn, they set out. Chimook led the way, nose to the wind. "This way. I smell blossoms high up. Must be near the cliff." They passed through the whispering cane field, where towering bamboo swayed in the wind, making soft murmurs. Spiky Puff stopped. "Did you hear that? Someone's calling us." K.O. mimicked the whisper, "Turn back. A snake waits ahead," and laughed, "It's just the wind in the bamboo." Suddenly, whip! A vine snapped back, striking with force. Luckily, Siloam caught it mid-swing. "Careful! This place plays tricks on travelers." Then, Brother Chatra's foot sank into a muddy patch. "Whoa!" K.O. circled overhead. "Stay calm, big brother. I'll distract you from panicking while we work." Spiky Puff dug a trench with his quills to drain the mud. Brother Chatra grasped a vine and with effort pulled himself out. They laughed in relief. By afternoon, dark clouds gathered. The air smelled of rain. Chimook suggested, "Let's shelter in that cave by the cliff and climb tomorrow." The cave, called Echo Hollow, had crystal walls that bounced back every sound. K.O. couldn't resist calling out, "Anybody here?" The walls answered, "Here, here." Jib laughed until he rolled on the floor. "It's like there are 10 parrots in here." That night, they built a small fire and shared roasted bananas. Under the starlit cave mouth, Siloam asked K.O. softly, "K.O., If we find the starfruit, we will share it, right? Ko nodded. We gave our word. Friends first, always. The words drifted upward, joining the starlight. At dawn, the inner cave wall began to glow faintly, revealing a star-shaped doorway. In its center were 3 winding lines, like flowing water. Chumuk sniffed. It smells sweet, like unopened blossoms. There's something valuable inside. Ancient symbols covered the floor. Brother Chatra frowned. I can't read this at all. Then a gentle voice spoke from the shadows. To enter the door of stars, answer this. What is heavier than stone, but lighter than a feather? They all exchanged puzzled looks. Spiky Puff scratched his head. How can anything be both? Ko closed his eyes. Maybe a promise. The voice asked, Why so? Ko replied, When you make a promise, it feels like carrying a mountain in your heart. So heavy, you must fulfill it. Yet it has no real weight in your hands. It floats light as air. The shadow chuckled. The crystal door clicked and swung open. Beyond lay a narrow passage with walls of colored crystals, scattering rainbows. At the far end, a long branch jutted from the cliff wall, bearing a cluster of shimmering silver teardrop-shaped fruits, the starfruit. Its cool fragrance was like the first rain. We found it, Xylem cried, reaching out. Then, crunch. The ground trembled. Don't, Chomuk warned. It could be a trap floor. We must approach from the side. Ko spread his wings. I'll fly ahead and mark the safe beams. He placed leaves on sturdy planks so the others could follow. But suddenly, crash! Part of the wall collapsed, sealing Ko away from the group. Ko, the path's blocked, Jib called. Dust filled the air. Ko shouted back, Don't move. I'll find another way. Flying through a narrow side tunnel, Ko found a hidden chamber filled with glowing moon seeds and ancient treasures, gleaming shells, crystal beads, and carved stone slabs with star engravings. On the wall, an inscription read, Whoever finds the moon's treasure must choose. Keep it for yourself, and the path to the high cliff will close forever, or leave it and open the way for your friends and the starfruit. Ko's heart pounded. With these moon seeds, I could live in comfort all season. These beads could trade for wonders with humans. From the other side, he heard Xylem's voice. Teo, can you hear us? Then Jib's playful call. We haven't even tasted it yet, so don't go home without us. Spiky Puff shouted. I'm fine. It's just the rock wall, but the path is gone. Ko looked up at the glittering crystals. In them, his own reflection seemed to ask, Who are you? Keeper of your word or slave to your desires? He picked up one moonseed. The sweet scent tugged at him. Then a cool wind brushed past, carrying Elder Tanad's voice from memory. A promise is a bridge to a friend's heart. Break it midway, and you may never find your way back to them. Ko pressed his beak tight and set the seed back. I choose my friends. He nudged a star-shaped key on the wall. Light streamed through the cracks. Click! The rock blocking the others slid away. Ko! They all cried. Quick! This way, he called. The others noticed the treasures behind him. Jib whispered, Whoa! Ko shook his head. Don't look too long. Temptation grows if you feed it. We have more important things. Xylem smiled warmly. Thank you for not leaving us.
With the way open, they reached the branch holding the starfruit. Chomuk tied a vine for Brother Chatra to anchor. Spiky Puff propped up weak beams with his quills. Jib darted back and forth to signal. Ko flew up to the fruit cluster. It's truly ripe. Smells like morning dew. He twisted gently until the whole cluster came free. The floor shook again. If we take it all at once, the beam may break, warned Brother Chatra. Let's divide it here, Salem called. They quickly used banana leaves as trays, cutting the fruit into silver-flecked slices. Jib counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. K.O. bowed his head. Before we taste it, let's honor our promise. Share equally. The moment each held their piece, a deep voice resonated through the cave. Those who keep their promise shall never go hungry. The trembling stopped, and the exit glowed bright. They each took a small bite. Sweetness like a cool stream flowed through them. They felt lighter, eyes clear. As they walked out, K.O. glanced back at the treasure room he had left untouched. He smiled faintly. Those things can stay, to test the hearts of others. Tonight, we've passed our test. The next morning, the banyan clearing buzzed with excitement. Elder Tanad was waiting. Well, did you find it? Brother Chatra beamed. We did, and shared as promised. Salem told the tale of the cliff, the star door, the rock fall, and K.O.'s choice. Everyone nodded in agreement. Tanad chuckled. Good. By keeping your word, the forest spirit opened the way. He plucked a small silver feather and gave it to K.O. This is the feather of truth. Keep it close. When you doubt, remember this night. Jib teased, So, another adventure soon? Chomuk sniffed the wind. The forest still carries many stories. Spiky Puff stamped lightly. And if there are thorns, I'm ready. Brother Chatra laughed. Next time, we'll prepare stronger vines. K.O. spread his wings as a gentle breeze rustled his feathers. Thank you all for trusting me. Without you, I might have been lost to the moon's treasure. Tanat looked at them proudly. Remember, a promise is not a chain that binds you, but a bridge you choose to build between your heart and another's. That night, the stars shone as bright as ever, but in their hearts, a new star had been born, the one called trust. Moral of the story: keeping a promise is more valuable than personal gain. Treasure may shine for a moment, but trust lasts much longer. Fair sharing makes the journey safer. When everyone has an equal part, dangers become easier to face together. True courage is making the right choice even when no one is watching.